Please don't push me.
Please don't push me, but y'all push B. Now we got dwellers from Cali to Flatbush B. Now they got heat on they feet that say press B. And now we so deep in the streets, y'all can't stress me. Can't curse me, then bless me. I'm crucifying my flesh, that's less me. SAT'd from preaching, can't test me. Atheists are now believing, that bless me. Yeah, we got the basement replacing any of those worldly pursuits that y'all chasing, any of those trials and tests that y'all facing, any of the relationships that y'all changing. We rearranging, making the shame shift, giving Satan back what's his, that's the blame shift. Rise up and walk commands, that's the lame shift. Cheat codes for living this life, that's the game shift. All on Yeshua, man, the rest is manure, man. I'm dying daily, so I rise up a purer man. Pressing B daily, so my sins looking fewer, man. Washing the blood, so my sins down the sewer, man. Yeah, so press B with me, and let's let whatever gon' be just be. Yeah, so press B with me, and let's let whatever gon' be just be. Welcome to the basement, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Tim Ross. Shout out to all of my dwellers all over the world. Thank you so much for being the type of people that want to normalize vulnerability so that every human being on earth can be fully seen, fully heard, fully known, fully loved, even if they're not fully agreed with, because 4 out of 5 ain't bad.
Wow.
Wherever you are from, wherever you're listening from today, thank you for making this a part of your spiritual formation, your growth, your discipleship, a resource that allows you to get closer to God and others. I'm just grateful. I salute you for doing your work. It's one thing to listen to the content or to watch a clip. It's another thing to dive deep, do the work, and grow. So kudos to you. I'm so hyped that today I get to sit down with somebody that is my friend. Like sometimes we have guests here that I've never known before, but I'm just intrigued by them. I want to sit down with them. But this is my friend. And I don't go around flossing the friendships that I have. I just be having friends. And then when they want to come by, we sit down and talk. My friend, who, if you are in the church world, you know him, you know his voice, you know his ministry. Especially I feel like in the last 5 years, God has just put a magnifying glass on you. I know you've been doing this for years and years. But I feel like in the last 5 years, there's been like a magnification, like with Joshua, right? Wow. Like, I'm going to make you bigger in the eyes of the people for influence.
Wow.
He does that for influence.
Yes, sir.
As long as you don't think you're as big as you appear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All will go well.
All will go well.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he is a preacher, pastor, teacher, author. And today we're going to talk about his new book. But we're also going to get a context to who he is as a person as well. The book cannot be better than its author.
Wow.
The book cannot be better than its author. So I'm presenting to some and introducing to others for the first time, but not the last, my dear friend. Joe Tudman is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go!
Man, thank you so much for allowing me to step into the basement,
yes, sir.
With you. I've been watching you do this. I remember when you took me on a tour at 7 o'clock in the morning. We had coffee.
Yes.
And we were walking around Embassy.
Yes.
And you were showing me what God has done.
Yeah.
And then maybe 9 months later,
it's so true.
You sent me a text message about what God has done.
Exactly.
And that you were going to be walking away,
yep,
handing your church over to another guy,
yep,
that had been following you, and you were going to be stepping into this lane.
Yes, sir.
And you took the world by storm with podcasting. And you were one of the first pastors,
yep,
to do it this way.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, you're a pioneer at this.
Yeah.
And so everybody's eyes was like pastoring to podcasting.
Yeah.
And you became this digital pastor that took the world by storm. And what I love about you, and I love about your following of the community that you've built, is that you're unapologetically you, but you were always that even on the stage. You've always been you.
Yeah, for sure.
And so to get you behind the camera and to watch you do your thing, man. You have really set the stage high.
Thank you, man.
And thank you for being who you are and for what you've brought to the kingdom.
Thank you, bro.
You're amazing, and thank you for allowing me coming on.
No, I love you,
to be
bro.
with your family.
No, I love you, man. Thanks for coming over.
We were together in Atlanta.
We were.
And this
Absolutely.
man smashed the conference.
And then he destroyed it. There's a smashing, and then there's a destroying.
Oh, Lord.
Now, when I say this, you know, when we talk like this, we know the separation between God and what he does.
Yes.
And what we're talking about is we are both communicators.
Yes, sir.
This is our sport. So we rely on the Holy Spirit. We can't do nothing without the Holy Spirit. We could do everything we do. And if the Holy Spirit don't come and break a yoke, it ain't being broken, right?
Yep.
And because this is our sport, there is just an enjoyment. To me, it's like watching, and because it's so individualistic, I would probably liken it to golf.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I shot a 6 under par, but then Joel came and shot an 11 under, which has never been done on the course, right?
Don't listen to that.
And then you just want to just turn in your clubs.
Don't listen
because
to that.
you're like, I'm sitting there when I'm gonna tell you when we were together, we were at In Your Year Strong in Atlanta with Dr. Trim, and I've never told you this. I'm glad I get to tell you this.
Wow.
So when you were preaching, I was so pleasantly no, that's not the word I want to use, because it's usually pleasantly surprised, and that's not where I'm trying to go, because I already know. But in person,
wow,
I was so enamored. That's a great word.
Wow.
I was enamored by how much information you gave us.
Wow.
Before the hoop. Now, let me tell you something. I'm churchy.
Yes, sir.
I am a runner.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And my favorite preacher of all time is the Right Reverend Bishop Gilbert Earl Patterson.
Yes,
that
sir.
is my favorite preacher.
Yes, sir.
On the planet.
Yes, sir.
Because he had what I refer to as an informed hoop. He wasn't just shouting you, and you don't even know what we was even talking about. You know what I'm saying? And you had laid out for us such revelation, theology, scripture, application, vulnerability.
Wow.
Here's where I am in the text. Here's what the text has to say. Here is the historical setting of the whole thing. And then by the time you started hooping, I was angry. And again, this is if I shot a 6.
Wow.
And now he's 7 under.
Oh my goodness.
And 8 under. And 9 under. And then you're like, I shouldn't golf anymore.
Oh my goodness, come on.
Because I can't do that. And this is just sport. This is just, if Michael Jordan can do a windmill dunk and Dominique can do that, and I know I can't, then I'm like, yeah, I don't like actually playing the Bulls or the Hawks. I hate both of them, actually. And that hoop is like, I don't covet it. I'm not like, oh my God. It's just like, the gift is just beautifully packaged, but it's like, it's wrapped in humility, and it ain't showboaty, and it ain't, you know, I mean, this is our sport. We've seen a lot of people do it with 82 gold chains on. That's the picture.
Funny, man.
That's the picture I'm giving, right? But it's just the gift and how it exudes from you is just beautiful to watch.
Man, thank you for
that's
the
all I'm
compliment.
saying.
I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't even know you felt that way.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I didn't get to tell you. I was in I'm a real time in the moment person, so I was just taking it all in. But yeah, that's what it is.
You know, I think
every
it's
time I hear you
interesting.
preach, that's how I feel.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Number one, it means a lot coming from you.
Yes, sir.
Because I think you're one of the most brilliant communicators on the planet. And I think what's been difficult for me, because I was brought up in a strong Pentecostal background, Church of God in Christ.
Me too.
Of course, that's right. Of course, Bishop Gilbert Earl Patterson is our hero.
Yeah.
And what made him different is because he could go outside of the Church of God in Christ.
That's correct.
So his biblical literacy was just
It was through the
uncanny,
roof. It
you know?
really was.
And so oftentimes I could be invited into a Pentecostal forum or circle where the hoop has to be the everything.
Yeah.
And so I've always been a teacher. And so there were some times where I would go and, oh man, you can't preach because the teaching was too long. You know?
Yes.
It needed to be cut down to
Right.
5 minutes.
Yes, of course.
And then hoop 45.
Yeah.
And that's no shots fired at anybody.
No.
It's just that was the context
Yeah.
when I first started. So
Yep.
I kind of said, maybe I don't fit.
Yes.
And that's how I ended up actually coming out.
Yes.
Because I wanted to be in a circle where the teaching was more celebrated
That's right.
than the hooping was.
That's exactly right.
Again, that is no slap in the face.
No,
where I
not at
come
all.
from,
It's
though.
just the truth of where we came up.
Yeah.
And when we know better, we do better.
Yes, sir.
And so to have it, to be able to see it, the combination of it is delightful.
Oh,
I love
man.
it.
Thank you,
I
brother.
love
That's
it.
so encouraging.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. So please, for a moment, for people that know of you,
Yes, sir.
don't know you,
Yes, sir.
don't have a context to you, where is Joe Tudman from? Where did he grow up? How did you become you?
Wow.
Because the perception of people when of people that God elevates, we think, oh, they must have always been there, or they have some special favor on their life, some secret ingredient out I could never have. God only chooses a select few, and he got picked for the Christian lottery.
Wow. I came from a country town east of here called Mount Pleasant, Texas. Mount Pleasant, Texas.
Time out, dog. No, you don't. You don't come from there.
Mount Pleasant, Texas. The sticks, it was 30,000 people, maybe 15,000 back then.
Okay, hold on, bro. Hold on. You got to go slow.
My brother was like the baddest tailback that ever came through Mount Pleasant, Texas, back in the 80s. And we lived there. I had a very...
That's where my people are from, bro.
Mount Pleasant?
Pleasant, Timpson, Mount Enterprise. That's where my whole that's where all the Rosses
We're
and
from East Texas, brother. I know some Rosses in Texarkana, Texas.
they probably
They're
us.
probably kin to you.
Like there's probably no way they're not.
Yeah, because that's a unique name for blacks. Ross.
We know the slave owner that actually impregnated the Nigerian woman. Absolutely.
So let me ask you this. Is it Ross or Ross?
It's Ross.
Say it again.
Ross.
Ross.
Yeah, it's Ross.
So it's Ross.
It's Ross.
Or Ross.
No, it's not Ross. It's Ross.
I mess with my kids all the time when they want to go to Ross. I say, we're going to Ross. I said, we're going to Ross. I said, Dad, ain't no such thing as Ross. I said, it's Ross. That's where we going, Ross. I'm not going to Ross.
It's Ross.
No,
Boss,
man.
Ross.
Ross.
Yeah, it's Ross.
Well, I know some Rosses in
Yeah, yeah.
Texarkana,
Yeah,
Texas.
you do. Absolutely.
East Texas and Nash, Texas.
Yeah.
But we're from the country, man. Pittsburgh hot links, pour chili on them with crackers and hot sauce. That's where I come from. I come
Wow.
from the sticks.
Yes, sir.
The woods. And my mom and father divorced when we were children. He moved to Texarkana. We lived in Mount Pleasant. She was a school teacher. Back then, those teachers wasn't making hardly anything.
Yeah.
And she struggled to raise 3 kids. I think we left in our 7th grade, 8th grade year, moved to Amarillo, Texas. When we get to Amarillo by morning. Amarillo, Texas. You got kinfolk, you got Rosses up there too?
No. Ain't no Rosses
Ain't no
up
Rosses in
there.
Amarillo?
I'm not.
We get to Amarillo,
Y'all might have
Texas.
been one of 18 black people up there.
You know, it actually had a lot of black people.
What? In
Yeah.
Amarillo?
But listen to the context. I'm coming from Mount Pleasant.
Right?
Mount Pleasant's like 15,000.
Okay.
And then we get to Amarillo, it's like 200,000. Wow. So I'm moving to the city. All right. It's really not the city, but from Mount Pleasant,
Right. It is the city.
it's the city. So we get to Amarillo, Texas, and I think life took the absolute dip for me there. I went from being
How old were you?
8th grade, so that would have been what, 13?
Yeah, 12, 13. Yeah.
We get to Amarillo, and Amarillo is much bigger. During that time, if you remember the gang, because you're from California.
Yes, sir.
The gangs back then
Yeah.
were really, really strong in California.
Absolutely.
And they were really starting to move product back and forth from Amarillo, not from Amarillo, but from California to Amarillo. So
Gotcha.
they would set up small shops
Yeah,
there.
yeah, for sure.
So you had some strong blood and Crip rivalry
I can't even imagine.
going on back then
I can't
in
even
Amarillo,
imagine.
Texas.
That's crazy.
And
to
so I
imagine.
go from Mount Pleasant to get on the bus, go to school, stay for track practice, go home, to walking down the street worrying about wearing blue
yes,
or
sir.
red.
Yep.
And so the first day I'm walking down the street, guy pulls out a little sawed-off 12 gauge. Now, of course, it's not Compton. I'm not saying it's Compton.
For sure.
But for me, from Mount Pleasant, Texas,
Exactly. This is, yeah.
this guy pulls over to Monte Carlo, sticks this 12 gauge, sawed-off 12 gauge out the window. I got a blue sweatsuit on. I'm just walking to the store. He says, hey, little so-and-so. I don't know if you can say the N-word on your podcast.
You can.
He said, hey, little nigga, what you doing over here with this blue one? I'll blow your head off. Come here. Dude, I just started crying like, oh my God, I'm like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And the dude in the driver's seat, said, leave that little nigga alone.
Wow.
And I'm like, froze. He said, leave him alone. He said, man, I ever catch you over again, I'm gonna kill you. And like, he was serious.
Yeah.
Bro, that thing shook me to my core.
Yeah, I bet it did.
Okay? So I run home. I'm sprinting home, and I'm telling my mom, please take us back to Mount Pleasant. Please take us back. Please take us back, Mom. Please take us back. And she's like, what is going on? My mom, church,
Yeah, for sure.
sanctified.
Yeah.
So she ain't listening to nothing I'm saying. Boy,
Yeah.
shut up. God gonna take care of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, where was God at when I was on that curb with that gun? You know, not realizing he actually did.
Absolutely. The driver.
The dude in the driver's
That's
seat.
exactly
was-
right. I know it. I've been at gunpoint. I know.
So I'm sitting there like, yo, so that happens at an early age, man. And the reason why I bring that up is because as I got older, my life, I started trying to sell drugs. I started, I wasn't some big drug dealer, but I started
Right.
trying it
Yeah, for sure.
because the culture there,
Yep.
that's what we were doing.
That's right.
The Asians would do it. They had their own gang.
Mm-hmm.
They used to wear the Oakland A's jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, you had the different affiliations
Yeah.
with us,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
And the only way you could kind of feel safe was to have a circle.
Yep.
I never went into a gang. I never became initiated, but that some of my good friends were Avalon 40s,
Yep.
Crips.
Yep.
And so I kind of hung
Wow.
with
That's
them.
just crazy that Avalon would be
You know what I'm saying?
in Amarillo.
Amarillo,
My
Texas.
brain doesn't even
So
compute.
again, I never got in their gang, but some of those guys were one of my the other running back. He was really, really good. His brother was heavy in that organization, and so I've kind of felt protected with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I ended up growing out of it eventually, but when I first got there, I was like, "Oh my God, this is the only way I'm going to be safe." Because Mom wasn't really trying to hear that.
Yeah.
So that road for me, trying to sell drugs, going crazy, I lost my mind. I got kicked out of school for fighting. I fought so much. I signed with the Arkansas Razorbacks on a Tuesday and got kicked out of school that Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah, for fighting the teacher. The teacher, yeah.
The teacher.
I fought the teacher. So I'm sitting in the classroom. Well, you said you all want to know who I am. So I'm sitting in the classroom. I had a very, very bad mouth. I would cuss all the time.
Yeah.
This one day, I don't cuss. Somebody else is cussing. But I have cussed so much.
That it has to be
It
you.
had to be me. And the teacher says, get out. Get out, Joel. Get out of this classroom. I'm tired of telling you to stop cussing. I said, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
She said, who was it? I said, it was this.
Caught him.
So I cussed, and that made it even worse.
Yo.
So because I'm mad, I'm like, yo, it wasn't even me.
right.
So she kicks me out the classroom. I'm walking
That's
down
so
the hall.
funny.
And I'm ticked.
Yeah.
All right. For two reasons. Number one, because I actually didn't cuss. Number two, Texas Relays is this weekend. And I'm getting ready to go run the 100 meters and the 200. So I already know, because they tell you at our school, you get in trouble, you don't get to compete.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm walking down the hallway. I go to the principal's office. The principal says, hey, well, your principal, we had a 9th grade principal, 10th grade principal. And the 9th grade principal is there. She's my aunt. And she says to me,
So funny.
Joel, just go home. I said, I didn't do anything. Just go home. Just go home. And when your principal gets here, I'll call you back to talk. But go home. I said, please let me be able to, don't suspend me. Just let me do in-school suspension or whatever so I can run track this weekend. That's the only thing that's on my mind. She said, go home. I started walking down the hallway, and the teacher that was next door is walking down the hall. And he looks at me, and he says, I'm so glad that we can get little niggas like you out of our school. The white man. That was his exact words. And I turned and I looked at him. I said, what did you say? And then he put his finger right at my neck.
No, he didn't. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yes,
I
he
just
did.
punched him.
He said,
I just fought
so
you.
glad
I just fought you,
that we
teacher.
can get little niggas like you out of this school. I was a troublemaker. So soon as
Oh, dude, I just punched him.
I pushed him up against the locker,
Mm-hmm.
and I started stumping. I did a thrust kick, pow, right in the chest. And then when he hit the locker, he starts going down, and I stomped him until he had a heart attack. Yeah, it doesn't sound good at all. I'm sorry. I stumped him. He didn't die, but I stumped him till he started really, and people from the classrooms and teachers started coming out. And
You gave him that God's property.
I hate
I'm
that.
so sorry.
Yeah, you shouldn't say that.
I'm
I
so
hate that
sorry.
I did it. I wish I could go back and fix it, and I can't.
Yeah.
But that was probably one of the worst decisions I ever made. I had anger issues. They used to put me on Paxil pills. It was those depressant pills, antidepressants to keep you down.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
You wouldn't,
Feel your emotions.
You wouldn't feel your emotions. I got on those after that because I couldn't control my anger. I used to hit walls and stuff, and I was a little skinny kid.
Yeah.
And but I had so much rage built up in me, so I had to fight that. So that happened the day after I signed with the Razorbacks, and so I begged to go to summer school. I begged. They said no, you can't come back on campus. Then they said I could. Then I go to campus, and they arrested me for trespassing. And I said, I thought you said I could come back. Well, for some reason, the paperwork wasn't turned in or signed, so I had to go to jail. And again, so I go to jail again, and my aunt, the principal, is really good friends with what do you call that? The correctional, not the judge, but the correctional, the guy that runs the jail, whatever you call that guy.
The warden?
The warden.
Yeah.
There's a big correctional facility there, and they're friends. So they took me to the corrections and left me there for 2 days. That thing resurrected my soul.
How old were you?
I was in high school. I was a senior.
Oh,
Man, I went off in there. They walked me down in that thing. I'm sitting in the room looking at these cats. Like, man, I ain't supposed to be in here.
bro, you got scared straight with no cameras.
No cameras. I was like, I ain't supposed to be in here. Man, them lights cut off. When I tell you it was pitch black,
Oh no.
and you can hear the doors. Wow. I mean, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, for sure. You were locked down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I sit in there, man, and the cornbread was hard. They had these mixed vegetable soup. It didn't taste like nothing. And black coffee. That was the meal. Dip the cornbread inside of that.
Yeah, you good. That's the only way you're gonna soften it up.
So I do that. And I get on the bus to go back to the downtown. They put me on community service. I would never go to jail. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, no,
That was the start of a downfall for me. I had a lot of great things that happened for me between that time and today. But if I could go back and fix any one thing in life, it would be that thing. Because that was the catalyst for everything.
that was negative.
Yeah, that started it. And
But what did you? Okay, but you can't. So what did you learn?
oh man,
What was the takeaway?
control your anger. Because if you don't control your anger, you're going to send yourself down a trap door that you will never find a way out of. And you can become so angry that you will run your help away. You can become so angry that you become a risk to the people that want to help you. And it's up to them to want to take that risk. We always talk about nobody wanted to help me. Sometimes we put ourselves in a position where nobody can. Because when a person decides that they're going to step into your life, they step into your life. They don't just step into the rescue. They step into your enemies. They step into the danger. They step into what you've gotten into that you don't even know you've gotten into.
It's big facts, bro.
So that,
wow.
I realized that I had put myself in a position that was too frightening for some people to come get me. Because them coming to get me was going to kill them or hinder them or could potentially ruin their reputation. So I learned that we have to be very, very careful what we preach over the pulpit about, go get somebody, go pull them out.
Yeah.
Do your due diligence.
That's right. It's very true. Juliet had to help me with that.
Do your due diligence,
Yeah.
because you could be setting yourself up for a situation. It may not do anything to you, but it may kill your kids. It may kill your career.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have to sit down and really strategize how you're going to help people.
Yeah.
And so there's so many lessons. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So many lessons. But the anger put me in a place, Tim, that I still deal with today. Not the violence,
Yep.
but the facial expressions. Sometimes I wear that tension on my face. As I haven't fully learned how to embrace the unknown, and anger is low-hanging fruit. And sometimes you'll reach for the low-hanging fruit because it's just right there.
It's true.
And so my emotional intelligence is so much better, but yet that thing is still there, and I think it's like a thorn in my flesh. And I'm learning how to navigate, again, not the violence, the facial expression,
Gotcha.
the body language.
Yeah.
Not to so if someone says something to me and this is not the first response.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm having to learn how to for this to be the response.
Yeah.
Really? Can you say that again?
Yeah.
You know?
Eyebrows up.
Eyebrows up.
That's learned behavior.
That's learned behavior. Even if I got to do it like this.
Yeah.
Eyebrows up.
You sit up here.
I actually
Can you say
want
this again, honey?
bro. I want to have surgery on this. I want to remove this piece of skin because it has become that scripture: lay aside every weight. This is weight, bro. Like, look at it. I'm pinching it. Do you see this? You're not looking at me. Look, Tim. Do you see this? This thing is big enough to get on a cheeseburger. This is big enough to be on a bun. I think I need surgery
my stomach, though.
to remove this.
I've never heard this in my life.
I want to remove it. My wife used to tell me when I came out of I would come out of the pulpit, not the pulpit, but the pastor study. My wife and some of my friends would be like, and I'm like, I'm looking at them like, they're like, and then it dawns on me.
So
funny. So that piece right there, I got to work on.
I'm just mad. I just can just imagine you going into like a plastic surgeon, like, man, you want a facelift? But man, black don't crack. What?
Lift this.
I need
this going.
I have this piece of forehead meat.
Do you have?
What do you even call it?
Do you have any surgeons in your dwellers in the basement?
They're not gonna do this surgery, bro.
Listen,
it's not a thing.
If there's anybody that's in this circle that can help me with this, you will save my life.
I'm dead.
But real talk. As funny as this sounds, bro, that thing has been with me for years, and so now I try to make sure I have my glasses on at all times, and I try to stay lifted because if I hear something that makes me say, "What?" I mean, you're gonna see it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
And a part of that is coaching as well. I coached for almost 20 years.
Yep.
At Oklahoma State University, and I was a young football coach. So as a young football coach, they would tell me, "We didn't hire you to be their friends. We hired you to be their coach." but I was just maybe 4 years older than them, 4 or 5 years older than some of them.
Right.
So it was natural to gravitate and have conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, no, that's not what I want. I hired you to coach. Well, I would watch him, and he was like this the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I adapted his model for coaching.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you wasn't looking like this, you weren't serious.
Yeah.
And as a direct consequence, it became a part of my personality.
Dude, let me, first of all, thank you for being vulnerable enough to share that with me and to share that with us. Here's what's so funny. You are a very physically imposing man.
Dang, that sounds so bad.
No. Like just physically, right? You know what I'm saying? If somebody if you just walk up to, and you graciously wear kind of loose stuff. You ain't walking around here with a tight t-shirt on.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? But you are a massively built man. I have never been scared of you.
Wow.
You have been so gentle that everything you're telling me, I'm like, really?
Bro.
Like, bro, I'm literally sitting here like, are you serious? Because I've never felt intimidated by you.
But you're not intimidated by anything, Tim. So I mean, you can't, everybody don't feel you. I mean, you're 150 pounds and you don't care. You're 150 pounds and I don't care. When I walk to this man's house, this man says, you know, I shoot. I shoot. I'm from Compton. In other words, he said, I kill.
In Inglewood, but
so
yes,
Inglewood.
enough.
So of course you don't feel that way. You probably have a gun while you're preaching. You know? Nah, I'm just messing with you.
That's the only place I didn't carry my gun.
See?
Because I had gunners. But as soon as I got back to the green room, I had that thing was on me.
See what I'm saying?
But I didn't have it in the pool.
You don't have that. That's not even you, period. It's a matter.
True. It's true, bro. It's
but
true.
it's not like that. It's not like that everywhere else, bro. I have.
You gave that. I appreciate the context because I wasn't thinking like that. Yeah.
Everywhere else I go,
yeah,
they're like, "Hey, are you okay?"
And I'm do you come in peace?
And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And even like while I'm talking to you right now, I'm doing it. Like, yeah, I'm fine. You know, so I gotta fix it. I really gotta fix it.
I will
bro.
never see you with your eyebrows raised again and not be able to laugh.
Oh my God.
Because I'll be knowing he has to do that on purpose.
I'm doing it on purpose.
He has to consciously do that,
bro.
It's called the globula.
The
globula?
Glabella.
Glabella.
You looked it up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Skin.
the glabella.
Can it be operated on?
Yes. You can definitely get plastic surgery. You can do it.
When you come to the basement, you get informed.
Hey.
I'm going to get a glabella removal.
And let me tell you something. You're gonna look so weird. I'm gonna clown you for the rest of your life.
Because I'm going to be like this?
You're not going to be you anymore. And I'm going to be angry and I'm going to cook you. I'm going to clown you.
What is that going to look like when I try to frown?
I think it's going to grow back. I think the Lord, I think you're going to be the only patient where the glabella grows back.
Oh my God. Listen, bro, as funny as this is,
oh my God,
it has caused me a lot of problems. Because here's what I've learned, bro. People can take your vulnerability and just try to kill you with it.
For sure.
Of course, you know that.
Yeah.
I have had this same conversation with people and said, hey, you know, I'm working on this, I'm working on that. And then a situation will arise and they'll take what you just gave them.
Yeah, and throw it in your face.
And throw it in your face. And you didn't even respond.
Right.
But because you told them, oh, well, you know, he gets mad, you know, he's going to lose it. And I'm like, I haven't even lost it yet. Give me a chance to lose it. But because I've said it,
yeah,
it has gone out before me.
Yeah.
And has become the expectation if tension rises. So for me, even though it's laughter and we're having a great time with it, bro, it has caused a lot of problems for me.
Yeah.
Which causes me to make sure that I'm always doing the hard work.
Yep, for sure.
Of making sure that anger is not an issue.
Yep.
And it's not anymore.
Yeah.
It's not an issue. I just got to work on this glabella and we're going to be all right.
All right. So, you wrote a book that, just based on what you just shared with me, informs me that you've had to do some work before you wrote it.
A whole lot of it. A whole lot of it.
The fight to find yourself.
Brother, all of that I just told you, though it was so much humor, you know anger leads to so many different negative
manifestations. Yes, sir.
And up until the age of 45 years old, Joel didn't know who he was. Joel.
Hold on. Go slower. How old are you?
I'm 48. I made that statement on a stage with thousands of people, and it shattered people. People said, I cannot believe you made that statement in front of thousands of people. That you made that statement on the air, on
streaming. Yeah.
And you know where we were streaming at, thousands of people. And I was crying because as a man, I still didn't know who I was. I had accomplished a lot. Great career, great college career.
I mean, because 20 years coaching is a career.
It's a career.
If you do 20 years of anything, that's a career.
Anything. But that doesn't mean you know who you are. It just means you know what you can do. And so for years, I spent doing and not being. Being didn't pay me. Doing did. Being didn't get me known. Doing did. I couldn't be because I didn't know who to be. So the doing became more, it was easier. Do this, do that, do this, do that, do this. You become known for that. I got raises because of what I did, not because of who I was, and I made good money. So my whole life has been about doing. And when I lost my father and my son, the doing didn't matter anymore. Mm-hmm. So I got real lost, and I fell into a place where doing couldn't save me. So my son died, young, amazing kid that ended up having some struggles towards the end of his life. My dad, we didn't have a great relationship, but he was my dad.
Yeah, for sure.
So we spent years, he wasn't absentee, we just didn't have the desired relationship. So I built walls around myself to protect myself from expectations that, he didn't meet. Mm-hmm. So I there were emotions that I did not feel until he died. Even when my son died, I still was guarded. But I had so much trauma and so much unknown as to who I was that I had even forgotten that my own father was at my son's funeral. And I didn't realize my father was at my son's funeral until I wrote the book. Because I had been doing all of the counseling and all of the hard work, the self-discovery, digging deep past the trauma to find out who I am. Digging past the trauma and realizing there were things that I had buried that I didn't even know had happened because I was so used to doing that the achievement would be the answer for the moment. Mm-hmm. But there was no more achieving and there was nothing to do. I was stuck. So my son dies and I'm feeling these emotions that I'm still trying to deal with because even with my son, I had him when we were 16 years old. So I was playing football and his mother raised him. She was a great mother. So he comes to live with me, I think his sophomore year in high school. Junior year, senior year, goes to college, graduates, plays football, has an amazing career, starts a company. He's doing good. But during that process, I'm like, man, I wish I would have been closer to my son. Mm-hmm. I wish I would have been there when he was a little kid. Because now I'm looking at me and my dad. Mm-hmm. And so when he dies, of course, you're going back looking at, I know I wasn't everything I needed to be for him. And maybe I'm glad Holy Ghost took him so he can be with a father that's better than me. Mm-hmm. Like, these are all the stuff I'm wrestling with.
For sure.
And how he died. Like, I remember getting a phone call. It was traumatizing. His mom asked me to eulogize him. She says, you eulogize him. And I'm getting ready to move from the first step from the seat to the first step to step on the stage to go talk to him. And I had to walk out the side door. So I just bum rushed out the side door. And when I go out the side door, I just like lose it. And there were some friends outside that was there. But it wasn't until I was writing the book that I realized my dad had put his hand on my back and said, do what you need to do. And then when I remembered it, I cracked when I was writing. I was like, oh my God, my dad was there.
Jesus.
But I had so much animosity with my father. There's that anger thing again. Built up, pent up, that I forgot some of the great things that me and my dad actually had because I was so angry at the things we didn't have. And that's one thing that anger will do for you, man. It'll take away moments, it'll wash away things that need to stay. Flushed it away. So when my dad dies, my dad is dying, bro. He's got about a month to live. The last 2 weeks, Bishop Jakes allowed me to go stay in the hospital with him. So I'm there with him, and man, I'm washing my dad. I'm feeding my dad. My dad says to me, hey, come here. Hold my hand. Bro. Now, he probably held my hand when I was a little kid, but I don't remember.
Yeah, for sure.
Hold my hand. Man, I'm a grown man. I don't know what that feels like. I grabbed my daddy's hand, man. I interlocked with my daddy's hand. Now, I'm going to tell you something. That means a lot to me, bro, because I ain't never held no grown man's hand.
Yeah.
Holding this man's hand. And my dad's a Marine. My dad is screaming in the middle of the night, oh, scratch my back. I'm holding his hand. Man, this man, it gets quiet and he leans over to him and he says, I'm proud of you. Bro. I said, what? He says, I'm proud of you. He says, I'm so proud of you. He said, you've turned out to be amazing. And this is the same boy that got kicked out of school, the same boy that, man, I ran a car into my mother. Crash. I kicked out of school, was embarrassment to my family. Black sheep for real. The most embarrassing child of our family. I tried to commit suicide twice. 16, I took like a whole bottle of Aleve pills. And another time I took a 9mm and put it to my head and the bullet didn't come out. And this man, years later, grabs my hand, tells me, I'm proud of you. Bro, that thing cracked me. He cracked me. And he gave me this avalanche of feelings that I never felt before. It did something. It broke a wall, the wall that I spent all those years building, because I didn't want to feel it. And man, it was so much I didn't know what to do with it. And it was at that moment I realized, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I was cool not having an expectation because I had built the wall. I know he wasn't coming to the game. I know he wasn't coming. So I wasn't worried about that. But now I done sit here with you these 2 weeks every day and got something that I never had. And now it's gone. I never knew what this felt like. So now I know what it feels like. And you gone? It wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
It was my fault. Because I was letting the pride keep me from going over there to say, hey, let's work it out. Let's work this out. Let's I know I'm mad at you. I know you may be mad at me, but let's work it out. And I let my anger, I let my pride keep me from saying I'm sorry. That's what happens when you don't know yourself. When you don't find yourself, you find other people's ways of how to deal with issues. You listen to everybody else's idea. This is what I do. This is what you should do. And I started having to do the hard work, man. Going to therapy. Opening myself up to new friendships. Because I said, I didn't want no new friendships. I'm too old for it. And everything that I said that I was too old for, I didn't want to do, I ended up doing. And that road, that self-discovery, it was a hard road. It ruined my marriage. It ruined relationships with my children because I couldn't be for anybody because I didn't know me.
Yeah, absolutely.
All I had for everybody was, hey, I need money to pay for this. Hey, I need money to pay for that.
Yep.
I need money to pay for this. I need money to get that. And the only way they was going to get the money was me doing, not me being.
Yep.
So
wow.
I went on this journey, man, to therapy and new friendships. And when it gets the grain of everything that I thought was right. And here's what it started with. When Jesus gets baptized, it's amazing when the scripture comes in, you just change all of a sudden. It's like I'm crying. I'm trying to keep from the tears from just coming down, but the scripture made me God gets ready to John the Baptist get ready to baptize Jesus. And when he baptizes him, he comes out of the water. He says, "This is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased." I took those words and I said, you know what? He loves me. He loves me. And that's where my being, that's where my understanding of who I am started. With me recognizing, he loves me just like I am. I'm his beloved son. And when I started realizing I'm his beloved son, the black sheep, the one who was trying to sell drugs, the one who did all of this stupid stuff that embarrassed himself, embarrassed his parents, embarrassed his children. All of this God, he loves me. That gave me the foundation to start from doing the work.
Yep.
Because if I don't have the foundation of knowing that I'm his beloved son, then everything that I discover going forward will make me turn and run. So I stepped into doing the work, and that's chapter 1. That's how it starts, knowing that I am his beloved son.
Yep.
And if I can start there, then everything that I discover along the way won't terrify me. Because you're going to find some stuff that you forgot, some stuff that you know you did, some stuff that people are going to bring to your realization of how you crushed them in the process. You're going to have all of that to find out who you are. And when you start finding out who you are, the stuff that you find along the way will make you want to quit. And there's another chapter in the book called The Fire to Try. And you're going to need that fire because you're going to feel like, why am I even doing this?
Absolutely.
When you start realizing who you broke,
Yep.
when you start realizing the stuff that I can't believe I said that to you.
Yeah.
I can't believe that I even came across that way.
Yeah, for sure.
All of that is necessary.
Yes, sir.
For you to find you.
Yep.
And so this book is going to force you to do the hard work of discovery. When you go through it, you're going to go on a journey with me of stories and practicality and theory that I've learned along the way from my therapist, from messages that have been preached, biblical verses that I've written down that helped me navigate the tough journey along the way of how to find yourself. In the book, we start talking about calling. And I think calling is great. I think it's amazing to be called to preach, called to prophesy. But if you don't know who you are, what does it matter if you can prophesy? What does it matter if you can preach?
You'll be doing it all for the wrong reason.
You're doing it all for the wrong reason. Man, I've been talking the whole time. I'm sorry.
You're my guest.
It's your show.
You're my guest. I'm not. What you talking about?
Bro, I just realized I've been talking for like 20 minutes.
Bro, it's been longer. But you that's what you're supposed to be doing. Like, you're my guest, bro. You thought I brought you here to listen to me?
I mean, well, you didn't even ask me a question, I don't think. That's how long I've been talking. Dang.
But you've carried us on a journey that gives us context to why you paid full price for this book.
Full price. Full price.
You cannot write the book that you wrote from a place of theory.
Come on, bro.
It would be a pamphlet.
Come on.
It would be, I suppose,
Yeah.
if you do these things that I learned in school, you could be somebody. But you are giving us the receipts to the chapters that you wrote.
Bro, if you want to find yourself, I'm talking to your audience. It is not going to be easy, but I think it's worth every swing.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree.
There's no way in the world you want to keep living 30, 40, 50, 60 and not know who you are. And now today, go ahead.
I got to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Why, at 45, would you fight to go find yourself? Because most people at that age and stage would be like, it's just me. I don't know what to tell y'all.
Wow, that's such a great question. And I have an answer for you. Whenever you get a question that's asked like that, my answer is very, very simple. How's life working so far? 45 years of what I just told you, that ain't working for me. That ain't working for me. And I don't want to, and we can end it like this. The last chapter in the book is called Write a New Story. I want to write a new story. That's why I wrote the book. I don't want to be the guy that keeps telling this story over and over and over and over again. There's no healing in that, in repeating the same story. It's reliving. And I don't want to relive. So I'll write the book so you can read the story. But going forward,
You writing something new.
I'm writing something else. I'm writing what I want to see. Yeah. I'm writing things that eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard. That's what I'm writing.
Yes, sir.
And I want to step into those things. And that's why I did the work. And that's why I want you to buy this book. I think it's going to bless your children. The quicker they can find themselves, the quicker you can find yourself.
Absolutely correct.
It'll change the trajectory of your life. Man.
Hey, bro, man, I don't think you understand. There are layers to your story that are going to impact men and women. I'm not even sure you're aware of it. So let me let me slow walk some of these layers. Your level of vulnerability at the age and stage you are, at the level of success you are, at the level of influence that you are. Again, I don't hear many men in ministry sharing at this level.
Wow.
They share, and again, I don't know everybody, so I'm just talking about the people I know. They are vague. They will be like, man, the Lord just had to do a significant work at me at 45. Wow. Something broke. Something.
Yeah.
The Lord just broke something off me at 45. In the last 3 years, I've been better than I've been in my whole life. And you're like, amen? I have no context of what you're talking about, but I'm super happy for you.
Yeah.
Right? Or it is, this is the way I am, and if you don't like it, you can kick rocks. So just as a preacher, pastor, as a black preacher, pastor, to be this level of vulnerability at this age and stage, that's one layer.
Wow.
On another layer, you have the quintessential masculinity prototype that a lot of men would be going for. Athletic, the resume, the physique, the voice, the stature, the whole nine, and you're literally the red pill destroyer.
Wow.
Because of your testimony and your vulnerability. Because now men get to see men they aspire to be, or men that they are already like, right? The quintessential kind of alpha male prototype. And it's like, oh, damn. I can't run from me.
Wow. You can't.
Like, you're literally an indictment to every man that's like, I had to do this myself. I didn't have no dad. And I got to say this, man. The power of a father's voice to speak into their son and daughter.
Bro.
Let me tell you something. This is, I mean, obviously, everything you've said, I've seen because I see everything in pictures. So it's been cinematic for me. Your dad, with one compliment, destroyed the wall that took you 4 decades to build.
Dismantled it. One.
One compliment.
He wrote this book. This book is not even written if he doesn't say it. Because I don't find myself. I have a gift that God gave me, is prophetic singing. It's so unique.
Yes, he did give you that gift. I'm glad that you're consciously aware of that.
He gave me this
because that's exactly what he gave you.
He
I'm glad you know it. My God.
He gives me this prophetic gift to sing, right? I have so much confidence in it.
I have confidence in it. I'm glad you got
I
confidence
have
in it.
so much confidence in this prophetic singing. Way more confidence than standing and then trying to prophesy through conversation.
Yep.
But the prophetic singing.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, I can hear whatever heaven is saying,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Man, in my father's death, my mother, and it's in the book, my mother says, Joel, I never told you, but your dad, that's how he learned to play the guitar. I said, what? She said he would hear music in his head and he couldn't play the guitar. And he went to ask your grandmother, his mother, can I play my dad's guitar? His name was Harold, granddaddy. And he didn't play, don't touch my guitar. And she said, let me play daddy's guitar. She said, no. She said, I hear this music in my head. I just want to play it. She said, boy, don't you mess with your daddy's guitar. Got up another time in the nighttime, went to his mother. She says, I'm going to let you play, but you better play.
Don't be over here messing with it. You better have something.
You better have something.
There better be some chords coming out of this thing. Yeah.
Picked the guitar up and started playing what he heard in his head and never stopped from that day. And he was an amazing musician. I didn't know that. That comes from the fight to find yourself. So when I found me, I found out, yo, I know he's my dad, but like we got this same gift in common. Right. Like he did that. Bro, that thing made me go even harder, like trying to hit what God, what are you like what you saying?
You was putting Q-tips in your ear, cleaning it out.
My dad had the same gift. I never knew it. He never told me that. She never told me that. I found out in his death. But again, I don't find that until I find me. And when I found me, I went down this hole and started finding all kind of amazing things that has allowed me to be me. So you gotta fight to find you.
All right, bro. So your dad's parting gift to you.
Come on, bro. Yes.
His parting gift was, all right, let me give you what I never gave you. but I know you need for the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life. And I watched that man take his last breath. 5 o'clock in the morning, July 4th. I watched it. I watched him. I said, Daddy, go on and go.
Mm-hmm.
He said, sit up in the bed. I'll never forget it. I was the only kid in there. He was completely asleep. I was asleep, and I heard him when he got up like that. And I was looking at him. He was like looking straight out.
Yes, sir.
And I'm looking, and I'm like, and I know it.
Yep.
It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Daddy, go on, man. Go on. He was fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's gone. And my life from that day has been changed. The one person that I had all this animosity against, if I didn't spend that time with him, that was the missing ingredient of the missing piece, the missing link to me. He unlocked me.
I can't resist the correlation. Jesus hears, "This is my son, whom I'm well pleased." Matthew 4, Luke 4. He don't have to hear it again. It comes again on the Mount of Transfiguration, similarly.
Yeah.
But Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani? My God, why have you forsaken me? God doesn't need to respond because he hasn't changed his
He
mind
didn't
from
change
what
his
he
mind
said.
about what he said about him.
Proof positive, your daddy ain't got to say it 10 times. If you can hold the one time he said it.
That was strong enough for him for 3.5 years of ministry. That was strong enough for him through the crucifixion. It was strong enough for him through all the opposition.
You know what? You said something earlier. I'm sorry, this just got me. Because that's my guy.
Wow.
It's my guy. One of our dwellers took a black and white photo and recreated it, put it in color of my dad.
That's dope.
My dad died February 24th of 2024, last year.
Wow.
And you said, like, well, you don't care about nothing. He's why. I've never not known I was loved by my daddy.
Wow.
You got it once. I got it.
All the time.
I got 7 years worth of voicemails
Wow.
in my phone of my daddy telling me, "You the best preacher I ever heard. That's the best sermon I ever heard. You're the delight of my life. I love you, son. I'm just so proud of you. Everything that you do, but just more of who you are." I heard it my whole life. So nobody could literally tell me sugar honey iced tea about nothing because my daddy had already convinced me.
Jesus.
You ain't got to like me.
Wow.
My daddy already told me I'm that dude. Wow. My daddy said, I'm like an 11-year-old. Like, you suck. You came in 5th. My daddy said I was a great runner. I don't need a medal. Bump y'all. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a father's voice changes the trajectory. A father's affirmation changes the trajectory.
They don't just change, it catapults, quantum leaps into a whole nother stratosphere. Period.
Period.
No ifs, ands, buts about it.
I promise you, when you said my daddy wrote this book, I almost gave up the ghost. Came up out my skin. I was about to say, all right. I mean, I'm just, Thank you, Jesus. That's all I got, bro.
Man, thank you. I thank Jesus too. I thank you for the opportunity to come on your show, talk to your people, and to share. And you never know what these interviews are going to be like. You never know which way they're going to go because they're unscripted.
Mm-hmm.
But I pray that what needed to be heard was heard, so that your crew, your dwellers, feel like we've built some type of rapport. My vulnerability has, because I believe the book's going to help you. If it doesn't help you, it's going to help somebody that you know.
I want to say this. We have a lot of men who deal with anger.
Yeah.
And I really believe that if you read the book, and the same way Joel had to do, if you put your pride and your ego away, and with humility receive the words that he has written, maybe your dad is gone and you're like, I'm not gonna get that from my bio dad, or even a stepdad, or even a spiritual dad. We got a heavenly Father.
That's right.
And if you hear it once from him, you will be as convinced as Yeshua was, as Joel was with his dad, as I've been with mine. You don't have to live the rest of your life in anger. And I hate that you had to go 45 years. And I'm grateful that it gives someone the reason not to live with the excuse that it's too late for that now. Too much time is going by now. It's never too late.
Never.
It is never too late. You don't want to live the rest of your life with a trail of people who have attempted to love you, but because you wouldn't fight to find yourself, they've all had to walk away from you. And you sitting alone with a narrative of nobody understands me, they all left me, nobody believed in me. Nah, nigga, you didn't believe in yourself. So don't put this on nobody else. This man has just came here and bared his soul. Don't put this on nobody else. For all my lady dwellers, you got a husband, you got a brother, you got a cousin. Don't even wait for them. Don't be like, hey, I watched this podcast. Go buy them the book. Gift it to them. We getting into the holidays. Just, hey, I brought you this book. Read it. Holla at me after you read it. Okay, now watch the podcast. Just, we try to have, when we do talk about people that wrote books, we want them to be resources that help people actually move forward.
Yes, sir.
Closer to Jesus, and if not, just closer to a healthier version of themselves. I always tell people, my main goal is getting you to Jesus.
Yes, sir.
But if you refuse Jesus, at least get out of your trauma.
Ooh, I love that.
I can't, the Holy Spirit's not going to go against your free will. So if you're not going to come to Jesus, if you like, no, I don't want to do all that, at least get out of your trauma.
So profound.
Shed that skin.
God,
If you don't want to become a new creature, at least come out that old skin.
come on. Jesus.
Don't be sitting up here talking about, oh, that's only for you Christians. No, you don't have to be an a-hole for your whole life. You just don't. So
You blessing me. I'm sitting here. I'm in church.
I'm bro.
You telling the truth, man.
Bro. You. This testimony is gonna help so many men.
Wow.
And the women that love them. This work is not cheap.
It's not cheap.
It ain't going on discount. It is not for sale.
No.
It costs full price.
And some people don't want to do it because they say, well, they're too broken. All right. I hear that all the time.
Too broken.
I'm too broken.
Wow.
Because they know that the work is going to require a tremendous amount of pressure.
Can I poke at it though a little
Poke
bit more?
at it, man. Let's go.
It's also pride.
Yes.
It's another form of pride.
Absolutely.
Bravo to you. You're the most broken. Wow. Wow. How did you get that distinction? Come on, man.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Same thing.
We
Same
can't
thing.
lie to ourselves like that.
Pressure is going to break anything eventually. I think I talked
Oh,
about it.
slow down. Say it again.
Pressure is going to break anything eventually. If you're already fractured,
Come on.
if you're already broken,
Yes,
it
sir.
just takes the right impact
That's right.
to break what's already cracked. Wow. All right. And what ends up happening when you don't know yourself and you're too afraid to deal with the pressure of something that's already broken. And then you got somebody else in your life that's trying their best to help heal you or get you healed. They're just as fractured as you are.
That's right.
And eventually, two broken pieces will shatter each other because they keep banging into each other,
That's
trying
right.
to figure out how to help one another.
Wow.
And if
Wow.
you don't heal,
Yes.
you're going to break your help.
Yet.
You're going to break your help. You're going to break yourself, and you're going to break your help. What is the recovery between two broken people? It's going to take forever for the two of you to start the process of trying to be whole again. It takes forever.
Yeah.
When all you have to do is just pause and say, you know what? I'm broken if I don't tell you. I'm broken if I do tell you. So why stay broken? Let's just tell each other. Let's talk about it. Let's deal with it. Let's fix it.
Yeah.
Because the longer I keep trying to protect my fracture and you keep trying to protect your fracture and we don't come together and heal, you will never be whole.
Wow.
You will never be whole. And I'm saying it in particular to people who you're trying to find yourself, you're trying to fix situation, and you've got somebody that's actually there, but you won't let them. But what you don't understand is you not talking to them, you not allowing them to help you, you're breaking them. And you're thinking, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. You're constantly breaking them every time you choose not to tell them. Every time you choose not to share with them, you're breaking them. And eventually, there's going to be a conversation on altercation that causes the two of you to collapse, shatter. Now what do we have? Find yourself.
Find yourself.
Find yourself. Starts with you. Find yourself. You can't find yourself without talking. Can't find yourself. You got to get out of your head. Those conversations with you, they're okay. They don't work all the time.
Not at all.
You can't keep talking to yourself.
You're not gonna you will not be okay.
No.
You will not be
You
okay.
got to have some conversations externally.
That's
So
right.
Stop talking to yourself.
That's good, bro. You paid full price for this, man.
Thank you, man.
You paid full price for this.
Wow.
You paid full price for this, man. Thank you for paying full price for this.
Thank you. For
Let me
allowing-
say that. Yeah. Thank you for paying full price for this.
Wow. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I've always told people, you can only take people to the last place you've been.
Wow.
If you ain't been there, you can give general directions, but you can only take people to the last place you've been.
Yes, sir.
So Moses kills a man, runs into the wilderness, gets called to go back and get them, and brings them where? To the wilderness,
Right back.
which is the last place he had been. Joseph went into the promised land, spied it out, came back, had a good report. The other ones didn't. 10 of them didn't. Him and Caleb was holding it down. He becomes the next leader of Israel.
That's right.
Where does he take them? To the promised land.
Right back.
The last place he had been.
Yeah.
Jesus comes from heaven to earth, dies for us, raises again, ascends back to the right hand of the Father. He's going to come again to take us all back where?
Last place you've been.
The last place he's been. If you don't pay full price, you can only give general directions. If you pay full price, you can be like, you gonna go down 2 miles. You gonna make a right.
You don't keep going till you see that red building on the left.
You ain't even gotta have. You can start giving landmarks.
Yep.
There's a Church's Chicken there,
Yep.
but it's actually it's closed down, but the sign is still up.
Yes, sir.
When you see the Church's Chicken, you close.
That's right.
Now there's a little alley right behind that Church's Chicken. You're gonna make a left there.
Yep.
But you're gonna see a garage with a red door.
There it is.
That's the house.
Because I've been there. I've been there. Come on, brother. Wow. Man, I like the basement. Y'all kill it over here.
Nah, bro. This thank you.
No, thank you. It's an honor.
The fight to find yourself.
November 4th.
November 4th. It will be everywhere. Get it. And let it be a blessing to you. Joe, thank you.
No, thank you.
I appreciate you coming. Don't let this be your last time.
Yes, sir.
Anytime you in Dallas, just we can talk about football, basketball,
Yes, sir.
preaching. Maybe we just take people through some preaching notes.
That'll be fun.
You know what I mean?
That'll be fun.
I love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
I know you heard it from your dad, but I want you to hear it from your brother as well.
That's one of the most beautiful things that we're trying to get men to normalize.
That's right.
To hear it from each other.
Yes, I am so proud of you, bro.
So proud of you, brother.
Thank you, man.
brother.
I love you, bro.
Love you back, man.
All right, man. Until you next time. Peace.
Yeah, so press B with me and let's let whatever gon' be just be. Yeah, so press B with me and let's let whatever gon' be just be.